So, hey guys, and welcome to XP11. Well, yeah, flight sim show tomorrow. So, as always, we do a flight from London up to Cosford. So, today we're doing it in the DA62 by Aerobask, and flight time today I'm expecting to be about an hour. I mean, the official flight time is 1 hour 3 minutes, and it tells me your block time is 1 hour 30. So, we'll stick it somewhere in between that. But otherwise, yeah, it should be a pretty good one. So, like I say, flight shows tomorrow. We're flying up to Cosford. I mean, tomorrow I'm actually taking up the train, which is going to be a really long journey, but I get to deal with that later. And yeah, it will be a nighttime flight again. So, hopefully it should be a pretty good one. And my only concern, as does catch me out every year, is that Cosford is actually unlit airfields. And that's the runway does not have any lights at night. So, fingers crossed we get that much of a hassle. But we'll set the aircraft up, get everything ready to go very shortly. Welcome, Mr. Fenton. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. So first things first, let's get all the stuff that we require tomorrow for our flight today. No packs, since we aren't particularly flying with passengers at the moment. We'll be flying this one basically alone. So fuel on board, we shall fill up now. Is this in kilos? I don't actually know. Is this in kilos or pounds? I presume I shall fill it up, make sure that everything is set up properly, and then afterwards, there goes. Yeah, luggage. We'll do half luggage. Fuel should be set. Yeah, auxiliary fuel don't need. Main fuel tank's fine. Oh yeah, set it into kilos. Okay, so yeah, 84 kilos of fuel, which is what we're using. Main tank is fine. That's all looking fine. Right, so we shall close that. Aircraft's now prepared. We would do a walk around just to show the aircraft. That would have been pretty much done already. We are flying on VATSIM, so if I quickly check who's online, there is London Centre 1239. I'll double check, see if they're gonna do a clearance for me in a moment. We'll send a flight plan first though, so we're currently at Echo Golf Tango Romeo, which is Elstree, flying to Echo Golf Whiskey Charlie, which is Cosford, RAF Cosford. If I quick grab the flight plan, which is this, plug it into the FMS, actually FMS is a, what's it called, a G1000 we're using today. Alternative is Echo Golf, I believe it's Wolverhampton. No, it's not, it's FF, okay. Cruising altitude will be 1,500 with a true airspeed of 150 knots. Departure time will be 18:45, so we'll be on the ground for not too long. Just going to play my game, Pariscraft. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Hope you're doing alright. Right, so it was 1 hour and 3 minutes, so the flight time was. We're going to have about 3 hours of fuel on board, so we can do the return journey if need be. Plug that all in. And now heads to the G1000. We've got alerts and updates around dates, that's fine. Right, so let's plug this information in, shall we? It knows that we're at Elstree. In fact, it seems that the flight plan's already been plugged in, because I did the test flight yesterday. That is slightly annoying. Here you go, remove each. Alright, we'll start from the beginning, just do it properly, shall we? Okay, right, so let's go. Select the current airport, so we are at Echo Golf Tango Romeo, which has already set. That is Elstree. First waypoint is Hemel. So select that. Find H E M E L. So not a long process, but it definitely takes a few moments on the G1000s to get all your waypoints up. There you go, Hemel Hampstead, enter that. That gets followed by Buzzard. Down to B. U. Whoops, Z. A. D. Buzzard, enter that. That gets followed by Hon. That's Honesley entered. If I remember from setting it up, Honesley. So H-O-N. Hob, Hod, Hoff, Hog, Hodge, Hock, Hom, Hon. Honolly. That's it. After Honolulu, it is then Cosford. So Echo. Oops. Man, sometimes mouse was a bit annoying, but hey. Right, E, G, W, C, RAF Cosfords. Perfect. So that now gets plugged in. That's our flight plan sorted. If I check the co-pilot sides, just zoom out on the map and check that it has lined everything up, which it has done quite nicely. Looking good. Oh, now zoom back in. Hopefully that's me zoom back in. If not, I've gone and glitched that one out. How odd. Hang on, press the button. Ah, there we go. Push the button. Sometimes it gets a bit stuck, does it? Perfect. Welcome, Piet Burr. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Right. Let's us tune over to London Centre and see if they're going to give me a clearance out of Elstree. Hope they will do. I don't think too much of a hassle. If we quickly start flying now on Project Fly, so you guys will be able to track me on that. Let's us connect to, where is it? London Centre 132.9. Oops, that's navigation on this side. 132.9. Right, hopefully this will work because I don't actually know what my key set's to on that sim. Make sure my electrics stay on. Avionics are on. Make sure my flight pan is trying to remove. There we go, that's fine. Turn on the pilot heat actually because it's going to be quite cold tonight. Will I be at Cosford both days? Yes, I will be. Yes, I will be. I'll come up tomorrow morning and I'll be there until Sunday evening. Welcome, Epic. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Hopefully I'm tuning into these guys. Let me just do a quick mic check. Well, before I even do that, let me just quickly check my key commands. So, set up audio. Audio is fine, sorry. It'll be set up preferences. Cool. Good morning, London Centre. This is Kilo Uniform Bravo Alpha. Doing a quick mic check. Ah, hang on. Maybe if I choose the right frequency, that would help me out. My mistake. Sorry, it's 199 London Centre. That does not sound right. Oh, they've just disconnected. Okay, right, we're going to 1.2.8 then, I guess, because the ATC just quit. 1 to 2.8, and then we'll be on Unicom, which means we're just going to fly straight out. Make sure that this pop-up tells me that I've connected to Unicom, which it hasn't done, which only means that I've probably not done something right. Yeah, squawk idents. We'll type in the code 2500, which is standard for non-controlled airspace. Let's get the engines up and running. So at this point we now shout clear prop. Make sure left and right is clear. There you go, we are on Unicom 128. We'll start up engine 1 first. Engine 1 is running. Probably should make sure that actually our position and strobes are on right now as well. Engine 2 will now start. Welcome Elias, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chat, hope you're well. Right. So now got some life in the aircrafts, and very shortly we will make our way off. Switch to Twitch, no worries man, no worries. There as well both days, sounds good. Say David Dad's going to drive to Birmingham last minute. That's a shame. I mean, I've booked the train out, months ago actually, so always worth looking at next year, certainly. Right, so both engines are running. Make sure that the brightness is set to maximum so I can check everything out properly. we will do all the autopilot stuff in a couple of moments. Otherwise, we'll turn on the taxi lights. And we'll start making our way to the runway. Make sure everything is set as required. Parking brake released. Aircraft has been fueled up, although I will just double check because, yeah, the aircraft's been fueled up, no problem. Right, so parking brake's been released. Bit of throttling. Let's head to the runway. Have a look at the train. No worries, man. If you're there, then fantastic. Because, like I say, the Flight Sim show absolutely is the go-to event for Flight Sim in the UK. Nothing quite like it. Now, flying GA, I technically wouldn't, in the real world, I technically wouldn't be able to fly because, well, I'm currently, well, one, I'm in training, so I don't actually have a full license. Two, I'm doing an NPPL, and NPPLs don't give you a night rating, I don't believe. And three, I'm doing a microlight license, so I won't be able to fly GA anyway. But regardless, we should be alright. So we just need to now clear this sign, because at Elstree, they make you do power checks before entering to the runway. So we'll hold position here, hold the brakes, check engine 1. If I actually look at the graph, that'd be helpful. That seems alright. Engine 2. What is better, Twitch or YouTube? Your choice, man. Both streams are exactly the same experience. Right. Flaps coming down. Keep on taxi lights for now. We know that power's alright. Let me just quickly check the controls. So, turn left. Ailerons up on my side. Oh, this is a bit slow, ain't it? Up on the left side. Down on the right. Up and down. This is the rear wing, so we'll be able to see that. And rudder we can kick. Throttle goes up. Let's head to the runway. And get ready to depart. Also keeping on the active controllers, just in case that someone does tune in for London Centre, but I don't think that will be the case right now, so should be alright. And just before I do the part as well, I will do a quick weather check, make sure my aircraft is lying, because apparently we're at 160 feet right now, which I can tell you is a fact won't be the case. Right, here is the stop marker. Position. Make sure that this is now, whoops, that's throttle, sorry, it's this one I wanted up. Before I cause an accident. Right, so if we look at the weather check, Echo Golf Tango Romeo. No weather for Tango Romeo. Echo Golf Whiskey Uniform is northbound, which is not too far away. Whoops. Hopefully northbound weather won't be too different. There we go. No signal. Okay, so too far away. As long as I know my altimeter is 1006. Change my barometer. Where's my barometer? It's that's currently set to American standards. I don't know how you change it in this aircraft. So I'll do it on inches, which means it would be 29. It's 39, ain't it? Something like that. Right. Well, now so we're going to depart from Elstree, Echo Golf Tango Romeo, departing and heading north, out 1,500 on climb. So we're only cruising at 1,500 today. Won't be too difficult. Go to PFD and set auto units. Let's say changes to QNH. Oh, okay. Hang on. Go to the primary flight display and tap on the auto units. This is where I'm now going to show my lack of knowledge for this aircraft by not being able to find exactly where that is. No, I do apologise. I don't have a Scooby-Doo. After departure, I'll have a quick look. Bottom left of the display. Nope, no clue I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Is this Unicom? Fun. So glad you've streamed lately. Better times for me. Yeah, I think as of recent, because all the different what's it called? Different commitments I made over the weekends. I think it's been a bit clearer for me. Check com2. Anyways, enough of that. We're on the runway. Landing lights active. No, they're not. Now they are. Thrust up 50%. Check the power. All looks good. Off we go. Keep nose down, slightly pitched. Keep up the runway. We are now at rotate speed, so we'll rotate. This aircraft has got landing gear, so gear comes up. And at this stage as well, flaps can also now come up, and we'll adjust the trim. There we go. Now, flying with Elstree, we need to head out, and we need to use the M1 as reference. There we go. We now make a right-hand turn. Fly parallel to the M1 for about 2 minutes to leave the airspace, leave the pattern before we switch to autopilot. Yes, aircraft has autopilot, so we will be switching to that once we have cleared the Elstree airspace. Don't forget, we're hoping to cruise at 1,500 today, so we shall not make it a super high climb, super high rate of climb as well. Ooh, be your own game studio character. Oh, okay, sounds fun, Miss Fenton. Sorry, hang on. Wait till we get the aircraft into a decent setup for flight, and then I'll spend a bit more time chatting. I do apologise. Get this aircraft stable. A little bit turbulence up here, but nothing terrible. If we switch to autopilot, altitude, and navigation, that should do a decent job by keeping the aircraft at 1,500 en route, just the throttle, stop the aircraft from overspeeding. There's no activated C at the moment. Actually, that being said, London sensors are tuned back in 127.1. There is a chance you may have to talk to them. We'll let him talk to me first. If he wants to communicate, then he'll be in charge of that. Welcome, Brian. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Right, so just about to pass the M25 now. And behind us, you can see all the lights to London. It's a very, very bright night, this, I must say. Past the M25, flying parallel to the M1 for a little bit. And by the time we reach the Luton Airport, which is just over there, we can cut away from the M1 and head over towards Birmingham. So, what was it? Hemel Hempstead's our first waypoint, Hemel. You love the DA62? Absolutely, it's a fun little aircraft to fly. I've thoroughly enjoyed this one, and so, yeah, absolutely going to fly this for a little more. Get rid of the shielding lights, that's now no longer required for me. As it stands, we should be alright for the remainder of this flight. So, yes, sorry, Mr. Fenton. This game is even made in, was it Paris, he said? Paris Craft. What's that all about? Enlighten me with your studio. You managed to land successfully. I'd be a little cautious about successful, Goran, given that you had a go around after a pretty hefty landing, and then the second attempt almost overran it anyway, so fun little aircraft, but certainly interesting one to control. My only concern, like I say, is the fact that Elstree, Cosford is an unlit airport, and as a result the runway will not have any lights on it. Fortunately the night sky ain't too dark, so I can still see the ground below. We'll be able to use that as a reference point as to where this airport is. 1,600 at the moment, which is a little too high on the technicality. Shouldn't cause us a hassle when it comes to our flights. Oh, was it a touch and go? Okay. So we've just reached the Hemel waypoints. Now next stop will be Buzzard, Leighton Buzzard, which will be where my train actually goes through tomorrow on the way to Cosford. There's Luton Airport. I'm doing now, it's actually I'm about to cross Luton Airport. Echo Golf, Golf Whiskey traffic, Rossing Airport, Euston, at 10,500, traffic. So basically I've just alerted Gatwick, so Luton, that I'm flying by. Instead of going in the line, there was actually less directly. Okay, there is a Luton Tower, 13255. So tower validation, hang on. Good evening, Luton Tower. This is Kilo Uniform Bravo Alpha with you at 1,500. Probably should have actually asked if I was allowed to cross the airport boundary at 1,500 before I passed it. We'll continue Kilo Uniform Bravo Alpha. Thank you very much. Right, so yeah, it sounds like not going to be not too much of a hassle. I mean, it was ultimately my fault at the end there, but as long as he's not going to have a problem with it. Really excited for tomorrow. It sounds good. It sounds good. I absolutely am. Absolutely am. It's going to be a very early morning wake up. I'm leaving the house at like 3 in the morning, so. Okay, now flying over the town of Luton. M1 is still to our right hand side and will be for most of this journey. It's been good so far, it has been good. Ooh, what's going on there? The aircraft just climbed altitude there. Obviously the pressure changed slightly, and as a result the aircraft just takes slight action into keeping the aircraft at a stable altitude. It's a nice system. The DA62 is a really fantastic aircraft, and Aerobask, guys who made it, fantastic job of putting this together, so it's a lot of fun to fly. Always has been, always will be. There we go, so we've now left Leighton Buzzard. Next stop will be Honolulu, which then brings us right into the entry point of Cosford. It's not a long flight, I mean, sorry, ETA 1925 Zulu. That is, yeah, that'll be 2025, 8:30 it says we'll be landing. Right, so there are 4 rounds. The cash from Mr. Fenton. Round 1, 2, 3 and final rounds. In the final, if you get 20 correct answers, you're going with £50,000. Sorry, £500,000. That's not half bad. Sounds good, man. Good luck with that. Right, so, as it stands, we are probably approaching the halfway point of this flight now. Have a quick look at the map. Hang on, let's just have a quick moment. Yeah, so about halfway through the flight, I'd say, at this stage. Oop, hang on. There we go. Man, credits flight actually booming to life. 1,200 active users. That's in 708. It's been a really good couple of months of credits flying back, so I must say. Okay, so you're about a third of the way there, not quite half. Regardless, shouldn't be there too long. If anyone loses any rounds, their money is gone. Okay, so there's a bit of a backing behind that one. So, quick look at the map. Tango Charlie, Bravo Victor. It's not Milton Keynes, I don't think. Is this Milton Keynes? No, this is not Milton Keynes. We are slightly past that. Not quite sure where this is, but not too far. Do you decide who's going to be moderator in live stream premieres? Yes, I am. At the moment, I've only got 2 moderators at the moment. And both of them are doing a pretty decent job. Not any complaints so far. And also, my channel chats aren't particularly busy or loud, so getting alright when it comes to that. You could recruit to be moderating your channel, Drawyah. Thanks for the offer, man, but I should be alright for now. I should be alright. There we go. So she cut the throttle slightly because altitude has dropped a little bit. 1,600. Trying to level at 1,500. Don't want the aircraft to overspeed too much, especially when doing these sudden nosedives to the ground. Yeah, a little more throttle, get the aircraft back up to speed. I have to say, flying with Aerobask South East England, it really is a beautiful set of scenery, this. The world just looks sublime. You've got different coloured lights on the motorway in the cities. You've got different variety in the length of the lights. And this does very well match the British countryside as expected to be. Very, very nice little bit of scenery, this. I've always enjoyed it. Good evening, Jory. Could you do a flight for Manchester to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong to Cambodia? As an Emirates plane. Sure, I could add that to my list at some point. It's definitely a bit of a long haul, that. Especially the Manchester Hong Kong legs, so at some point I will. I'll just have to figure out when I can do it, mainly around the commitments of railway volunteering at the weekends. If the flight's long enough, I could even potentially do it. Take off in the morning, go volunteering, get back home for the evening and land it after, which should be interesting. I'll figure it out. If that can work, that can work. Right, so we're at 1,600 at the moment. Current pressure 1,875 feet above sea level. ETA is at 1925. It's still at half 8. Takes 11 hours from Manchester to Hong Kong. Okay, that might work out quite nicely for me. That might work out quite nicely. I mean, it won't be tomorrow, that's for sure. I'm currently at least tomorrow I'll be at the Flight Sim show in Cosford. So yes, I'm heading back up north tomorrow. Staying in actually staying in Worcester, but I could have been staying in Shrewsbury if the initial plans went ahead, but things got a little bit cheaper. And ultimately the Worcester plan just worked out a bit nicer. Should be a really good evening. I'm expecting the show to be fantastic. So yeah, GoPro, whoops, don't see landing gear. GoPro front mounted camera. Like that, stick a bit of fisheye in it. Look it down below. Buy a coffee on the train. Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a long journey. Ooh, thanks for the pounder, Brew. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. I'm not sure I didn't pop up on screen. It normally does a bit of fanfare. Oh, there we go. Brewing plans, £1. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. That's my coffee for the morning sorted. Yeah, welcome channel, welcome chat. How you doing, man? Cool, there's a nice set of lights just up ahead, which probably means that is going to be an airport of some sorts. What airports? Would be interesting to know. Let's zoom out. Bravo, Echo. Okay, so actually coming in towards Birmingham. Birmingham, I'll presume, is the bigger set of lights over there, since I'm sure Bravo Echo, whatever airport that one is, will be quite as bright, quite as obvious on the horizon as that. It takes about 2 hours from getting from Hong Kong to Cambodia. If you're able to land in Phnom Penh, that's where my nan and granddad landed 2 weeks ago. Ah, okay, makes sense. Are you on my Discord? If not, let me write that down somewhere. Oh, is that you, Goran? Okay, I've not seen that account before, Broom Plains. I've not seen that account from you. No, thanks, man. Much appreciated. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Oh yes, and remind me to introduce you to Cobalt Skies as well, the other guy who usually pops into your live streams. I've spoken to him, and he's at the show as well tomorrow. Should be quite interesting. I'm sure you know he works for Magnite, so remember to introduce him to you. Let me just let you write down the Manchester to Cambodia to them as Emirates. Cool. I've noted that down. I'll definitely do that at some point. Her Cobalt Sky's gonna pop by. Sounds good. Sounds good. Add a watermark to your channel. I see a super chat. I'm not sure what you mean by that, add a watermark to see a super chat. I mean, I have got like these donation that counts as that just tickle on the bottom of the screen. They exist on this channel. That's what the subscribe counts as well if anyone's interested in that, but I don't particularly go for the on-screen fancy stuff. You don't particularly need them. As long as you've got the gameplay, a little bit of overlay, and the flight information at the top, that seems to do me quite nicely. It's been quite a relaxing flight so far. Things been quite calm. What about a way to enjoy your Friday night and flying, watching your streams and doing homework? Sounds good, man. Yeah. Like I say, if you guys enjoy my content, then what's stopping me from doing it? My live streams seem a little bit more popular than my normal uploads, so that is something I'll think about in the future if I should even completely cancel uploading videos and just stick to live streams, but ultimately it's been pretty good so far. It's been pretty good the last couple of weeks, and hopefully this weekend as well should be pretty hyped about that. How long is this flight? This flight is 1 hour and 3 minutes long. We took off at 7:45, so we should be landing in... Well, it tells me that the ETA is in about 20 minutes, but I've got a feeling this will be a little longer than 20 minutes by the time we land. Well, that being said, we're actually coming up towards Honnersley quite soon, and after Honnersley, it's Cosford, so maybe 20 minutes is an accurate depiction. Not long is the answer, not long. Am I using a webcam? Not today. The problem with my webcam is that I don't have a proper green screen set up. And as a result, back when I was using the old method, it just made the video quite glitchy. And it kills the GPU usage as well, so XP11 was lagging and chugging as it tried to stream a flight. So I temporarily disabled the webcam and I need to sort out a proper green screen before I turn it back on. I've got one, it's just not turned on. Most of my monitor actually is falling out the back. Might readjust that at the end of the stream as well. So, for those who are looking to join, or those who's interested in the flight show tomorrow and Sunday, but can't actually attend the show themselves, either on my Twitch account, and I've got some on YouTube as well, so go be streaming on both Twitch and YouTube as well as, yeah, just those two basically. And basically, I aim to try and live stream some of the main seminars that go on during the weekend. So for those interested in watching some of the seminars and some of the chats that go on during the weekend, or want to like watch back on them after me at the show, whatever, then across both Twitch and YouTube, I will be trying to live stream as many of those as possible to for people to watch. So do tune in for that. The way Twitch set it up was quite nice. The way it has like the main events and it splits it all down to different subsections. Bit of a wind push there, bit of turbulence. That's fine. Yeah, the way Twitch kind of laid it out was always pretty nice. And then also YouTube as well, give you an hourly alert just before it starts. So if you're interested in checking out some of those, then feel free to. And also, I'll be doing my annual interviews as well. So I've got a set of questions for most developers. I'm very low on Magnite questions. So if anyone has any questions for Magnite, then send them my way. But ultimately, I've got questions available for most developers, all developers there. And tomorrow... I hope to get them all done by tomorrow, but just given time constraints, it's not going to happen. Then it's like on the train journey back on the Sunday, it'll just be me editing that video. Hopefully to get it out by, well, at best Sunday night, at worst Monday or Tuesday. But it's looking really good this year, the show. And I can't wait to dive straight into it. Have I got a PlayStation or Xbox? Just PC. I've got an original Xbox from like 2001, but other than that, just the PC, just the PC. I've got a Nintendo 3DS, haven't touched in like a year or so. And that being said, it's still a pretty good system. I had a problem with the Nintendo DS systems, not the most powerful, but revolutionary for sure. Oh yes, and also quick mention to Matt Design as well, shout out to him, the guy who put this livery together for me. About a year ago now actually, I prepared it, well he prepared it for when All Back South East England came out first. Sorry, True Earth England came out first, and England South. And yeah, livery's kind of just sat in this aircraft since, so many thanks to him a year ago for preparing the video, the delivery. How long is this video? I'm landing hopefully in the next 10-20 minutes, so not too long now, not too long. Just playing OpenBV while watching on the phone. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Yeah, hopefully landing in the next 20 minutes or so. My biggest concern, as always, is will I be able to see the runway? We're going to go for the tarmac strip. There's no way we're going to go for the grass one on this unlit surface. And hopefully, what I'm going to do is by the time we are about 10 miles away from Cosford, I'll set the heading up, fly manual heading just like north a little bit, and then make a left turn, line ourselves with the runway, because as it stands, yeah, we're going to come in at a complete perpendicular angle, which just won't work out quite well. There's the runways at Birmingham. We are below the glide slope, but let me just double check if there's anyone actually at, see, is that Birmingham? Hang on. Oh, no, it is Birmingham. Okay. Yeah, we'll just see if there's something active at Birmingham right now. Log in, shows online. No, there's not, so we'll stick it back onto Unicom, because we should have been on that a little while ago. Now we've left the Luton bit. In now, it's Echo Golf Bravo Bravo, ain't it? Yes. Echo Golf Bravo Bravo. Traffic. Crossing airport south boundary at 1,500 feet. Caution GA aircraft. So there we go, just announced that I'm now crossing the south boundary of the airports. So any aircraft coming in to land or taken off, just to keep an extra eye out for us. We are going to fly over the main city of Birmingham. And yeah, we're crossing the airports, not too far away. If there's any active traffic at the moment. Yeah, Birmingham Airport's completely quiet. Have you had a look at Scunthorpe for Odyssey 2? Not yet, I've not yet had time to. Problem is, in the last 2 weeks I've been preparing heavily for the Flight Sim show, as well as railway volunteering extra time at work to get a bit more funds in, so I've not yet had a look at Scunthorpe. Although, if you remind me on Monday, over on Discord, drop me a message on the, or just comment on YouTube somewhere. Remind me on Monday after work, I've got absolute hours of free time. I'll be able to check it out then. Yeah, I do apologise, it's been a bit hectic for me as of recent. And my word, X-Plane is not liking this amount of lights. The frame rate is being shot at the moment. I know behind us where there's less lights, it's alright. Look at the lights, my words. It'll get there. It'll get there. Okay, we'll do need to apologise. No worries, man. Much appreciated. Right, so in a couple of minutes, hopefully this won't completely kill me with lighting, but Cosford is in the middle of nowhere, so lighting is a benefit in that regards, but less so. Hang on, we should do that on the map. This map is glitching out on me. No, zoom out, not in. Zoom out. Come on. Come on. No, out. There. Alright, so in a couple of minutes, I'll start making a direct northerly heading at 00. It just sets the heading up now. Go. Yeah, we're 22 miles from Cosford now, as according to the things on my left. Just give me the tracks as well. It's 307, which would be very useful for no need to get along the runway. Do you like Pacer trains? I've never ridden a Pacer, but I do feel they get a lot more hate than they actually deserve. I mean, they were fair enough created as like temporary replacements of all the passenger trains when they were needed. They still exist to this day, but yeah, I can imagine why they're uncomfortable, but I've never ridden one, so I don't really have an opinion on them. Because I do know that Dovetail recently released the Pacer Pack on Train Simulator, so that's something that's quite interesting. How does it get to Cosford from Elstree? It takes 1 hour and 3 minutes. And as it stands, we'll be landing in about 7. Elstree Airport's, I hope it's visible to me, but unfortunately because it is so dark, probably won't be. Is that a hangar over there? I'm not too sure. Okay, right, there's the airfield. I can see the runway. So there's the airfield. It is unlit. And so, a couple of miles, let's say 10 miles, make a right turn heading 360. Make a left turn to intercept the runway, take manual control at some point short final, and bring it to land. I mean, in reality, there's no way legally able to land at Cosford due to the fact it has no lights, but hey, this is Flight Simulator, where we can break and bend a few rules to get what we need. They've loads of character. DA62 did release the pace train, it's awful. Oh, okay. Sounds from the class 143. Ouch. Getting the Exeter painting route, the cab is awful. Hopefully Armstrong will make a enhancement pack. Okay, may I ask what you think about your custom livery on Spinion? Your livery, it's alright. Nothing standouts, but it's alright. The weird grey nose and roof and tail, it looks almost like it's just unpainted. If you made that white smashing next to the aircraft, then it looks pretty good. The rest of it's fine. It's just the roof, or the roof and the nose, that bugs me on your livery. Wish I had actual lighting. Right, so 13 miles now. 3 more to go until I make my right hand turn. There it is, the completely dark airfields. As I say, fortunately the ground ain't particularly dark at the moment. It is dark, but it's not terribly dark where I can't see anything. There's only a little bit of lights that helps me out. 1,500 is quite a nice altitude to be at. We're not too high, that's going to miss everything. But we're not too low, that's the control is going to be a bit of a problem for other aircrafts. Let's do a quick weather check. WC, Echo Golf, Charlie. No weather. WX, Echo Golf, Golf. Sorry, Echo Bravo Bravo, that is Birmingham. 008. Try to find that switch. The yeah, I'm afraid I don't quite know where it is. I have to convert that into American. Hope for the best. Golf Gear Kilo, that's no, that's right, that's Gatwick. No, Kilo. Yeah, it is Gatwick. Sorry, didn't mean hashtag, hang on. Anyways, back to stream. What are childhood TV shows? Childhood TV shows. Well, given that my mum's Polish, we did have all the standard Polish, like Boleki Lolek Rekshot and Krecik as well. Those three are always good. In terms of British shows, British and American even, I did quite like Hamtaro, that was always a good one. Moomins were a bit of a more recent one. In my older years I enjoyed that. What else is there? Tom and Jerry was always good. Mr. Bean, both the animated and live action series, those both good. SpongeBob SquarePants, can't go without mention of them. Along with Fairly Odd Parents, that's always good. Yeah, it's mainly common stuff and a few Polish ones as well. Nothing spectacular really. Ben 10 was alright, everyone likes Ben 10. Danny Phantom was pretty good. And Secret Saturdays was it called? The Spy Family one, that was alright. Man, does anyone actually remember My Spy Family, the one time Cartoon Network tried to make a live action TV series? That was actually it was alright, I didn't mind that one. But yeah, certainly a random bunch. Didn't know Mum was Polish, tried learning it so hard. SpongeBob's favourites was Horrid Henry. Horrid Henry I was a bit too old for. It kind of came in towards the very end of my very young years. Your current student pilots at Cosford, because in the weather station, use Shropshire. Shropshire, okay, cheers that. Golf Oscar Sierra. And just checking, is it true it's non-lit airfield? Thanks for that. 007, cool. Yeah, is it true that Cosford's an unlit airfield and I'm about to land into a completely dark runway? Because that's what it looks like at the moment. I'm just going to have to hope for the best. We'll make a left-hand turn. I want to head northeast. That would be 22. Should be 300 then. 300. It's such thin lines that we get to main 0624 is lit runway edge, not a tense line. Okay, so there will be some runway lights you can use to line up to. That is good to know. Right, 300. That's, let me that's altitude, that's at my heading. I just realised I've actually gone a little too far to the left there. So I need to line myself back with the runway. So a bit more. Two 1-5. It's my 2-4 for the main one. To use joystick or keyboard, I'm using joystick. Right, we'll lower the throttle, just let it plane down a bit. And based on GPS, the airport should be visible to my right very shortly. Oh, there it is. Okay. We turn off autopilot. Take back manual control. Okay, I'll do a quick loop here. So I'll do a left-hand turn, loop, lower the flaps down by 1, just trim. It's certainly not the most professional way I'm doing this, but we've not caused any harm, have we? Not yet, at least. Echo Golf Whiskey Charlie. Final runway 24. Just announced that we're on the runway. When do we land? We land in approximately 2 minutes at this stage. We're just lowering the aircraft a bit, slowing us down slightly, and hopefully be ready to land up on the runway as soon as it comes into view right in front of us. That's past 1000. I've just passed north again. Probably hold the descent slightly. And there'll be class 3 on 5 rail tours, so that's 3 on 3. I get on the 3 on 3. You can't because you live in London. Not enough money. When is it? I think it will be the main one for me. When is it? Then I can make a decision based on that. Right. Make sure that the gear is down. 3 greens. There's the airport. Welcome back order, Jay. Just in time for landing. Sounds good, man. Here we go. 23rd of October. I'll have a quick Google of it when this flight ends. Have a look into it. It sounds interesting, must say. Saw Grenad's plane at the airstrip about an hour ago. Yeah, rather rough landing from what I could see. We were actually not lined the runway. I'm not sure what I was lining up with actually. The hangar over there. Okay. Wind, but nothing too hectic. And there we go. Welcome to Cosford. Right, well, all the hangars to my right. So we'll exit to the right, trying for a taxi or exit points. Yes, there is. Things got a bit darker as well. Cool. Let's get off this runway. Let's head to the hangars. Yeah, it's a nice little taxiway. This just straight off the end of the tarmac. Kind of all the way around. I'll turn off the landing lights, click on taxi. A little faster admittedly at 30 knots, so we'll cut the throttle. We'll let the aircraft use its current momentum to slow down. Left it. And if we stick it next to that Cessna there parked, now get the aircraft off the tarmac. Yes, the tarmac. Right. So there's the Cessna. Try not to clip their wing, although then again he's a high wing, I'm a low wing, so we could get away with it. Hold that. Bring back the fuel. Cut the engines. Fuel comes off. And there we have it. Welcome to Cosford. Turn off the pilot heater, so that's no required. Fuel pumps come off and off. AV master, we don't need the avionics, and we'll keep the batteries on for a short bit, while we just quickly clear up the aircraft on the ground. But yeah, not a bad flight overall. Was an hour, and actually I'll check project flight. That'll give me the full flight time. Flight time today was... let me complete the flight, see if we can get it through that. Hmm, 1937. It was about 50 minutes. There you go, 50 minutes exactly. So it came in slightly early, which was always good. It means for me more time to prepare everything for tomorrow. Right. Let's disconnect from that sim. And let us stick it on replay mode, shall we? Let's have a look at how the landing went. We'll come back towards about short final. In fact, so what was I doing here? Go back slightly further. There's the runway lights. I honestly don't know what else connects to. The madman. Right, so go from the behind the captain view, passenger side, left sides. Let's have a look at our landing. You can tell I'm not a professional, can you? Yeah, a bit above the glide slope. It's green lit, like Pappy's there. Interesting. And that's the runway. Keep the aircraft shallow. And just drop it in 172 feet per minute. I think that's also a nose gear touchdown. Just needs to double check that. So if it was a nose gear touchdown, then we need to do a quick inspection to check if the aircraft is fine. So, looping around. The aircraft nice and stable. And I think it was more of a freewheeler than a nose gear, so it should be alright. There we go. Welcome to Cosford. Right, got going now. Also, how long is it from Liverpool to Norfolk? A trip from Washington about pilgrimage. The 7th this month till the 9th. I presume by train you're talking about. That's a good 6-7 hours by train. So, good luck. Yeah, that's also pretty much concludes our flight now. So, flew from Elstree to Cosford. 50 minutes took us, which wasn't too bad. Weather wasn't too bad either. And ultimately, it was a pretty successful flight that. So, tomorrow morning, I'll be waking up at 3 in the morning, 3 AM. And starting my 6-hour journey up to Cosford. Well, I wake up at 3:30. I leave the house at 4, go to Hendon tube station. From Hendon I get to Euston. I then catch the 6:23 service Virgin from Euston to Birmingham New Street. And I catch London Midlands, or whatever they call themselves these days, from New Street to Cosford. So it'll be about 6 hours shy of. And yeah, it's been a good one. So, hope I'll see some of you guys there tomorrow. If not, hope I'll see you in some of the seminar live streams. And if you don't appear for any of those, then I wish you all the best. And I'll see you next time. Thank you very much, and have a good night and good weekend. Bye-bye.